Change. Change is all around us. From the minute we're born, we start changing. People change, animals change, life changes, everything changes. We are all subjected to change and undergo its effects. But what really is change? How can we manage it?
Gonna make a change for once in my life. It's gonna feel real good. Gonna make a difference. Gonna make.
Hello, my name is Eduardo Gomez.
Bobby, Myra, Stephanie.
And we went around asking people what they think change is, and here are some of the responses we got back from them.
Change is the element of life. If something does not change, it dies.
Change develops character. Change is to try something new.
Change is break the cycle.
Okay, so that's what people said, what change is to them. But what really is change? According to our research, what do you guys think change is?
I think change can be different for each person. It approaches each person differently.
I think that we all have our own definition of what this may mean to us, but we all have our own reasons to think so.
It all depends on the situation and how they react to it, whether it be physically or mentally.
Yeah, but overall I think change is for something or somebody to become different. Like you guys said, depending on their situation, what they've been through, it changes people differently. People become different people.
Physically and mentally.
Whether it be good or bad.
But it always depends on what people have been through, like how their life changed.
Okay, so how can we relate these answers to the story Who Moved My Cheese?
I think I like the answer about change developing character, because that's what happened in the story. Ha moved around and he became somebody else. From being somebody that just wanted to stay there in Station T and wait for the cheese to come back, to somebody that moved around and wanted to explore something new.
Yeah, because he got tired of waiting around, just waiting for the cheese to come back. But instead of doing that, he ventured out to find the cheese.
Yeah, he developed his character. And also somebody else said try something new, and that's what he did. He tried something else and he became something else. He changed. Okay, so now these are some of the personal experiences people wanted to share with us about how something changed in their life.
That made an impact in my life was when my cat passed away 2 years ago. I've had him ever since I was little, so it was really hard for me. How I coped with it, I bought a new one, which is kind of mean, but yeah, that's pretty much it.
One of the hardest things that's ever happened to me is my dad passed away New Year's Eve. It's kind of, you know how it is. I miss him very much, and one thing I did to help myself out with it was I started playing a lot of soccer, and I started hanging out with my mom the most. She needed her dad, a role model, you know. So I helped her out through the ins and outs. So that's what helped me.
A change in my life was when I moved around a lot when I was in middle school. So I hardly made any new friends. So I just became more of a talkative person and made new friends. And yeah.
Question, so what do you guys think, or what would you guys suggest to others who are dealing with change?
I think the key to managing change or to overcoming change is to adapt to it. If you don't adapt, you will never overcome it. You have to first realize what's going on, how is this affecting you, and then if you adapt to it, you can come up with something to manage that.
Like Snip and Scurry did in the book, they figured out that the change was going to happen and they adapted to it.
Yeah, they realized the cheese was gone, so they were like, okay, it's time to move on. And I think that's what we gotta do, just realize what's going on and then be like, okay, well now I have to do this and that, because change, it's something different now. You're not gonna be acting the same way to a different situation in your life. Okay, so this is what people said change is to them. We share with you what change is to us and how to manage it. Now it's on you to realize what change really is and how can you manage it.
And approach it at your best.